The world knew Yifan Wu as perfection itself, a global superstar whose smile could melt the coldest night. Every magazine called him the golden boy of Asia. But fame, like glass, shines only when the light hits it just right. Behind it, there are cracks no one sees. Yifan had everything: money, fame, millions of fans screaming his name. Yet at midnight, when the cameras stopped flashing, he returned to a penthouse that echoed with silence. That was before she came, the one person who saw the man, not the idol. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the story to keep the light burning for truth and compassion. Her name was Malin Chen, a documentary filmmaker assigned to shoot behind-the-scenes footage for Yifan's comeback tour. She wasn't a fan, at least, that's what she told herself. Her eyes weren't dazzled by his fame, but by the loneliness she caught in his reflection. During rehearsals, she noticed how he practiced alone after everyone left. One night, she asked, "Why do you work so hard when the world already loves you?" He replied softly, "Because they love Yifan Wu, not me." That night began a secret, fragile, hidden, and impossible. They met in secret corners of Seoul, in coffee shops where no one looked twice. For the first time, Yifan could laugh without fear of a camera. He wrote her songs on napkins and called her his only quiet place. But fame is a jealous lover. Soon, the whispers began. A blurred photo here, a mysterious tweet there. His agency warned him. "You know the rules."
No relationships.
Not now. He promised them it was over. He promised her it wasn't. Both promises were lies. Malin found out from the headlines. Yifan Wu spotted with supermodel in Paris. She froze. The same week he told her he loved her, he was smiling on red carpets with someone else. She tried to call, but his number changed. For weeks, silence. Then, one night, a message arrived from an unknown number. "It's not what it looks like. Trust me." But how do you trust a man whose world depends on illusion? When they met again, backstage in a rain-soaked studio, her tears fell faster than the storm outside. "You used me for inspiration," she whispered.
No, he said.
"You made me real." Yet the cameras caught them. By morning, every gossip site screamed. Yifan Wu's secret relationship exposed. Who is the mystery girl? Contracts were cancelled.
Bronze finished overnight.
His agency denied everything, calling her a fan pretending to know him. The internet turned vicious. She was called a liar. He was called a fraud. To protect her, Yifan did the only thing he could. He vanished. He flew to Vancouver, leaving behind his fame, his concerts, and the woman he loved. For months, he stayed silent. The world forgot him, but Malin didn't. She finished the documentary she'd started, naming it Beneath the Stage Lights. It wasn't about an idol. It was about the boy who wanted to be loved without a mask. 2 years later, a surprise appeared on YouTube, a black-and-white video titled For M. A voice sang, raw, broken, real. It was Yifan Wu. No production, no label, no auto-tune. Just him, singing words that felt like an apology. "I lost myself in the noise, but you were my only truth." The video hit 50 million views in a week. No one knew where he was. Some said he'd moved to a small island to start over. Others believed he was preparing a secret comeback. But Malin knew. It wasn't a return to fame. It was a return to himself. Years later, fans still talk about Yifan Wu. Not as an idol, but as a legend. A man who burned too brightly and paid the price. His story became a drama series, a cautionary tale about love in the spotlight. Malin never appeared in public again. But sometimes, when you watch one of her documentaries, you'll see a tiny symbol in the corner, a golden star drawn in ink. Her quiet reminder that love can be both a curse and a masterpiece. Fame can make you a god to millions, but love reminds you you're only human. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this story to keep the light burning for truth and compassion. Seoul glittered that night. Cameras flashed, banners waved, and thousands screamed a single name, Yifan Wu. To the world, he was untouchable, singer, actor, fashion icon. But behind the perfect smile lived a man terrified of silence. Every night, when the lights went out, Yifan sat by the window of his penthouse, staring at the Han River. Fame was supposed to fill the emptiness. It didn't. It only made it louder. During rehearsals for his world tour, Yifan met Malin Chin, a young documentary filmmaker assigned to film behind-the-scenes footage. She moved quietly, her camera always searching, never judging. Why film someone everyone already knows? Yifan asked one evening. Malin looked up. Because no one actually knows you. Her honesty startled him. For the first time, someone saw through the glow. Their connection grew in secret. Coffee shared in hidden cafes, stolen laughter between rehearsals, messages sent at 3 a.m. Yifan, do you ever feel lonely? Malin, always. That's why I tell stories. They keep me company. To her, he wasn't the global idol. He was just Yifan, the boy who missed home-cooked food and feared being forgotten. But in his world, love was forbidden. The contract he signed at 19 made sure of that. Rumors started with a single blurred picture, Yifan walking beside a woman in a gray coat. The internet exploded. His management panicked. We built a perfect image, his manager shouted. Don't destroy it for a girl with a camera. That night he met Malin under neon rain. Tell me it's worth it, she whispered. It is, he said, but I don't know if I'm brave enough. To calm the storm, the agency staged photos of Yifan with a famous model in Paris. The tabloids praised his new romance. When Malin saw the headlines, her hands shook so badly, she dropped her camera. He called, but she didn't answer. Weeks later, a single message arrived. It was fake. Everything you saw was fake. Please believe me. But how do you believe a man who lives in illusion? They met again backstage during his Seoul concert. The air smelled of sweat and heartbreak. You used me for inspiration, Malin said, tears glistening.
No, Yifan whispered.
You were the only real thing I had. They embraced, just once, unaware that a paparazzo's lens caught it all. By morning the scandal was everywhere. The company denied everything, calling Malin a delusional fan. To protect her from hate, Yifan signed a statement saying he didn't know her. She watched him lie on national TV, and something inside her broke. Months passed. Yifan disappeared from the industry. Malin vanished from social media. Fandoms moved on. New idols rose. In a small apartment in Hong Kong, Malin edited the footage she'd filmed, moments of Yifan laughing, dreaming, being human. She titled the piece Beneath the Stage Lights. At the end, she wrote, he wanted to be remembered not as a star, but as someone who once loved. 2 years later, a mysterious YouTube video appeared. Black and white. A man's silhouette against falling rain. A voice, soft, broken, unmistakable, singing. The crowd fades, the lights dim. But I still hear your name in the dark. It was Yifan Wu. No label, no marketing. Just raw emotion. Within hours, millions watched. Comments flooded in. Is this his apology? This feels real. He sounds free. Yifan stayed hidden, refusing interviews. Instead, he began uploading songs recorded in small studios across different cities, songs about loss, guilt, and healing. Each track ended with the same whisper. For M. Fans pieced the mystery together. Was he seeking forgiveness? Or had he already found peace? Meanwhile, Malin's documentary quietly won an indie film award in Busan. When asked who, why, was in her film's dedication, she smiled and said, someone who taught me the cost of dreams. One spring afternoon, at a film festival in Vancouver, Malin spotted a tall figure standing at the back of the auditorium. A cap, a mask, but those eyes. After the screening, she walked outside. He was waiting by the river.
I saw your film, he said.
I heard your songs, she replied.
No apologies.
No grand confessions. Just silence, the comfortable kind that means everything has already been said. Years later, Yifan Wu's story became a drama series. Young idols watched it and whispered, don't fall in love like him. Fans still left comments on his old videos, typing for M as a secret symbol of loyalty. Malin continued making films about truth, light, and the people who live between them. Sometimes, her closing credits still featured that small golden star, his symbol for hope. Because somewhere, beneath the noise of fame, two hearts had once found a moment of honesty. He was loved by millions but understood by one. In a world built on illusion, he chose to be real, even if it cost him everything. Fade out, a single spotlight, empty stage, soft piano trailing into silence. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this story to keep the light burning for truth and compassion.